Okay, so here we are on the Tuesday night, and as planned, I've arrived at Baldock National Park. Got in here at about 4:30 or so and just drove around until I found a spot I could back into. All the drive-in, drive-out ones were taken, and there aren't really all that many spots left. It is the school holidays now, so a lot more people out camping. But this will do me. Hopefully there won't be too much noise and music and what have you from the other campers. I've got my MP3 players I can just listen to if I need to. But yeah, got the fire on. I did have a really nice lunch on the road. In fact, it was so good I took some takeaway. That was lamb's fry and bacon. I haven't had that for ages. So I'll probably have a peck at that later on. And built myself a nice little crackly fire. I must admit, out at Lake Keepit last night, it was really cold. I had no idea what the temperature fell to, and I didn't have a lot of wood. But I did build quite a good fire and sat very close to it. But I mean, at one stage I had 2 polar fleece jackets on and my polar fleece beanie, and I could still feel the cold. So they were talking about it on the radio today. But anyway, you'll never hear me grumble about the cold, not after the summer we've had up in Queensland. Now you have 2 options once you start the walk. One goes for about 2.5k, and this one is 1.2k, which is a steeper walk. But just look how beautiful it is. Absolutely gorgeous rainforest. Okay, so here's my first proper glimpse of Baldock, way up there. And apparently there are some fairly steep stairs to climb, so we'll have a go at it. This is the placard that sits at the base of Baldock, and I'll just pan the camera up and give you an idea. Wow, absolutely fantastic. The path that I was on before ends just over there where that little placard is, and I've just climbed up this little bit of rock face here. This would be very, very slick if it was wet. Certainly get a good view of the rainforest from up here, but I'll show you what would be before me if I was going to climb to the top. And that's basically it. That is, goodness knows what degree that is, at least 30 odd degrees. And goes straight up the side there, and then you've got more of it up here. Now that's just way too steep. I mean, I could climb it, but if I slipped, there's a good chance I'm going to go tumbling down and injure myself. Nevertheless, what a spectacular view. This really is gorgeous. Seen this so many times on TV and what have you, and always wanted to come here, but unless there's another track that gets me up to the top, that's a little bit too ambitious, I think. Yeah, just look at that. Now, by the power of video editing, we'll give you a look at what this hill looks like from the top. This is obviously from my climb back down, but that is how sheer that face is. And yet I just met a couple of people who'd clambered up that because it was the shortest way. Just imagine losing your footing on that thing. Here's the track that I've just come back down. Obviously a lot easier coming down than it was going up, but it's okay. Now it says here Summit Direct, steep grade 1.2 kilometres. That's the one we've just done. So Bunguna Walk, Summit 2.5k. So we'll give that a shot. Well, I'm here to tell you this track I've been on for the last couple of k's has been very steep. I've had to pause a few times just to get my breath, but feeling pretty good. And now what we have is this sort of rock arch here, which presumably is going to lead to some stairs or something. But just gorgeous. Really enjoying this. Yeah, just stopped under under the arch here. It's the first bit of decent shade I've had for a little while. All right, after what was quite a challenging walk up the hill to get here, this is the view from the first sort of viewing platform on Baldock. It's not bad at all. Pretty sure they're the Glasshouse Mountains I can see over in the distance, although that'd be too far. That must be Mount Alfred. But anyway, you can see for a fair way. But there is more to see, so I'm going to keep climbing. Well folks, as you can see, I've basically just stopped to get a breather. This really has been an awesome walk. There's still a lot more to do. Over in the background there you can see where the track continues. But boy, I might leave that for another day. I'm actually grateful that it rained me out last time when I was camped here about 3.5 weeks ago on the way down to Mum's, because I was in no condition at that stage to have made it even as far as I have safely. Just way out of condition. I think I've lost probably, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 kilos the last month just with all the running around I've done. And I've decided to just have a little bit of a spell. There's a nice cold, cool breeze coming in. And I'm going to save the rest of this for another time. I'll just start making my way back shortly. But what a sensational spot. I'm so pleased to have come here. Oh boy, is it nice to be walking downhill again. Just some of the fallen rocks strewn about the place. And I'm very happy to see that pathway angling down away from me. Man, that was getting quite steep on the way up. Well, that's goal kicked, or at least partially kicked. I've left another bit of the walk for another day when I'm a little bit more fitter. But that's me back at the camping area. There's my trusty old Jeep and caravan. So just coming up on 11:30 now. I'm going to have a cup of tea and a bit of a sit down and a breather, and then start packing up. So it's now Thursday morning, which was my scheduled last day for the trip. And as you can probably see, I'm still here at Bald Rock. I was actually planning to head further up into Queensland, maybe camp at Goombra. But frankly, after all the walking I did yesterday, I thought, no, that'll do me for another night, so I wasn't too slow putting some fees back in the honesty box. That really, that was quite a walk yesterday for me. But yeah, another nice little campfire. And just a very pleasant night last night. Went to bed fairly early, but I'm pretty well packed up now, so time to get back on the road.